I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo. What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's poppin'? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC. In the building. Shout out to Ormani. Shout out to Studio Horror Music in the building. Monogamous Player. Duke Alex is up in here. Shout out to Created First. What's going on? Ludwig is in the building. What's poppin' with you? GV, J Bizzle, AT is in the chat. What's poppin' with your man? Jaybird got game. Corey 2S. Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Joe Blast in the building. Jimmy, what's going on? Who else we got up in here? Shout out to who else we got up in here in the building? Steve-O Baby in the building. June Sports is in the building. Blastomatic, Norman Hempfield, what's going on with you? Trillionaire, what's popping? Martavius BD up in the building. Andrew Watson in the building. What's going on, man? So appreciate everybody tuning in. So today's show gonna be short. So if you guys want to call in, you need to call in like ASAP. Like you need to do this like right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like call in as soon as possible because we are, gonna be less than an hour for today. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys call in. Call in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So if you guys want to call up, you can call that number up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We will get to your question. You feel what I'm saying? And so today's topic, we're going to be talking about women lie the most to men they're not attracted to. Oh, yeah. So we about to go in on that stuff. But before we go in on that, y'all already know that we got to go do this and get this cracking. So make sure that you guys go and get the stuff at CunninghamElements.com. Go get the Masculine Identity Parfum, get the Masculine Identity Soap, and get the shea butter. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get that shit cracking. Make sure you guys do that and go get that. Also go to shoplocario.com, get the online dating consultation with myself and April. Step up your game. Go get this online dating consultation. Also get the massive game collection. Make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. Go to shoplocario.com to get that and also get Master the Vetting Process. This is mandatory. Make sure that you guys do that and get that going. So go to shoplocario.com to get all those awesome things. And make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. You hear what I'm saying? So that you guys can get 45 through 90 minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And also make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership so you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles. Make sure you do that. And last but not least, make sure that you guys do this, because y'all got to do this. I don't know why. If you are not on this, you are slipping. Go check out the Bad Boy Show. Go check it out. You feel what I'm saying? Go and check out the Bad Boy Show, patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario is where the Bad Boy Show is. We just did an episode today. I'm going to post it up right after this show. So make sure that you guys, check that out and get that going. You feel me? All right. So guys, remember, call in 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. Call now. And if you have any questions, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. All right. So now we are talking about how, women lie the most to men they're not attracted to. Okay, women lie the most to men they're not attracted to. So let's talk about this topic. Let's get this in, right? So what you got to understand about this topic when we talk about women lie the most to men they're not attracted to, what you got to understand is that when you are dealing with women, right, what you have to understand is women are going to lie to men, period. You understand? So most women are going to create a scenario, circumstance, situation where they want you to view them a certain way, right? But the reason why I say that women lie most to men they're not attracted to is because in order for women to get what they want from men they're not attracted to, they have to lie. Because if women told the truth to men that they're not attracted to, then those men would not deal with them. You understand what I'm saying? So a woman has to create a picture or paint a picture of, what a guy she's not attracted to can possibly get by continuing to talk to her and deal with her, right? So for example, if a woman's not attracted to a guy, what she's going to say to that guy is she's going to say things like, I got to get to know you before I get physical. Right? She's going to say things like, I'm not that type of girl. She's going to say things like, I only go on dinner dates. I don't do coffee dates, or I don't do, drinks. Right? She's going to tell him all these things. Why? Because she's not attracted to him and she doesn't want to actually do what he wants to do. She wants to do whatever's just going to benefit her, because she's not attracted to him. You understand? She doesn't really actually want to, deal with him as far as sex is concerned, or deal with him seriously, right? So because she doesn't want to deal with him seriously and she's not really attracted to him, what happens is that she's going to lie and pretend to be a certain way to get a certain thing going, right? So remember, she knows that the guys want sex. She knows that the guys want to date or want to have sex and want to make these things happen. Because she knows this, she's going to use that knowledge to her advantage. She says, okay, this guy wants sex. He wants to date me and all these other things, but I'm not sexually attracted to him. I don't really want to have sex with him at all. If this is a guy who I might have sex with, he's going to have to do a lot of things to get to the sex. So what happens is that this guy is dealing with her and talking to her and letting her know through either, directly or indirectly, that he is interested in her sexually. But what she's going to do is she's going to lie to him through her words and actions that in order for sex to happen, there has to be some other things going on before the sex happens. So the other things that have to go on before the sex happens are time, energy, attention, so forth and so on. So what she's going to do is she's going to take his time, take his energy, and take the money, right? The money he spends on her to do whatever it is, right? And the reason why he's doing this is because she's making him think that there's a possibility that, sex can happen, or that she actually wants to date him seriously. But she's doing this, right? And she's presenting this type of vibe, not because it's real, but because he has to manipulate him to get what she wants. Right? So the more that a woman is not attracted to you, the more lies are going to come out of her mouth. The more lies are going to be seen through her actions. You understand? And again, they have to do this in order to manipulate you, in order to get what they want. Because remember, what she wants from a man she's not attracted to the most is attention, right? So however that attention is, just by talking to her or taking her out or giving her money or, just listening to her babble about whatever, going back and forth with her, whatever it is. She wants the attention. So what happens is that she has to put up a front of who she is. Remember, shout out to Steve. Steve says actions equal truth. So a lot of times her actions will tell you everything about her interest in you and how she sees you and if she's attracted to you or not. So for example, if you want something to happen with a woman, right, you're actually trying to, make something go down as far as, getting together, having sex, doing certain things, right? You might say, hey, let's meet up Friday. She says, okay. And then Friday comes, she flakes, right? What's the action? The action is her flaking. And then she's going to say, oh, I can't make it because my friend came into town. Lie. Oh, can we do it next week? Can we do a rain check and all this other stuff? Now, you're probably thinking, well, if this girl's not attracted to me, why don't she just not fuck with me? Why does she waste her time talking to me when she could be talking to another guy? Now, what you don't understand is that these women are talking to multiple of you guys they're not attracted to, right? They're interacting with multiple guys that they're not really feeling. Because remember, a woman has to have sexual attention and non-sexual attention to be satisfied. So if she is not sexually attracted to you, she's fucking the other guys that she's sexually attracted to while she's spending time and energy with you. And when you are trying to fuck, she's going to give you excuses, lies. Her actions are going to make it seem as if sex is around the corner, which is also another lie. And then you're going to basically be running around in a circle, wondering why things aren't going the way you want it to go. You understand? So understand that when you're trying to make something happen with a woman and she's giving you excuses, she's giving you the runaround, she's telling you all of these reasons as to why things can't go the way you want it to go, understand that she's lying to you. You understand what I'm saying? She's lying to you because in order to keep you on the hook, she has to lie through her words and actions. And so the clever part about it is that what she does is that she's going to make it seem as if she actually wants you. But the lie she's going to tell you is to keep you further and further away from the pussy, but also at the same time, make you think she wants to give you the pussy. Right? Shout out to ARC, rest in peace. This is why he had the book called The Possibility of Sex, right? It's women will give you the idea that it's possible for you to get sex, but the entire time they're just lying to you that you're going to get it. So they'll say things like, yeah, I really like you, but I need more time. I need more time to get comfortable and get to know you. Lies. You understand what I'm saying? A woman does not need more time to get to know you. She just doesn't want to fuck you. So she's trying to buy time so she can get more attention. A chick will say, I need to be emotionally connected to a guy before I have sex. Lies. She does not need to be emotionally connected because the guy that she fucked and sucked in the bathroom that she met at the club last night, she didn't need to get emotionally connected to him. She only known that guy for 45 minutes. But for some reason, this guy's dick was in her mouth and she was getting fucked in the bathroom stall at the club. So if she needs an emotional connection, what emotional connection was she getting in getting to know that guy within 45 minutes? None. See, she's being real with him, meaning fucking him, and lying to you because she's not attracted to you. You see how that works? See, the guy that she actually is sexually attracted to is going to get the truth. And the truth is she's going to give that guy her body. You understand? She's going to have sex with that guy because the truth is that she's sexually attracted to that guy. The guy she's not sexually attracted to, the guy she's not really attracted to, she's going to give him the lie. Oh, I got to get to know you. I got to get comfortable. I got to go on 3 dates, right? That's the lie because she's not attracted to you. You understand? So you got to understand the game is really, really simple. If the woman is feeling you, right? Then what happens is that she is going to do things that show you that she's actually feeling you, right? When she's not feeling you, when she's not really that into you, what's going to happen is that her actions are going to show that she's not really that into you by her resisting making things happen with you. And when I talk about these things, I'm talking about a woman resisting making things happen sexually. You understand? Sexually. So what I'm saying is that she is going to resist sex happening because she is not sexually attracted to you. And then what she's going to do is to keep you on that hook is to lie to you. That's how it works. But guys, you can call in. Call the number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. And remember, guys, the show today is going to be quick. So we're only going to do another like maybe 35, 40 minutes. So if you guys want to call in, now is the time. Do not wait. You understand what I'm saying? We're doing a real short show today. You feel what I'm saying? It says, does age matter in the game? What do you mean by that? What are you talking about? Does age matter? What are you saying specifically? Matter for what? And what are you talking about as far as age is concerned? You understand? Because it does matter, because you got to make sure that you're fucking with women who are of age. You don't want to fuck with a woman who's underage, right? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about, does age matter as far as you learning game? You know, is it a thing of a certain age? Like, what does that mean? What are you talking about? Does age matter? You understand? What do you mean as far as that? You got to elaborate. It said, before I get the online dating conversation, what should I have ready to go beforehand? Example, dating apps installed, pics taken, etc. Well, the thing is, you actually don't need anything, because the truth is, even if you have the dating apps, even if you have, a dating profile, pictures, and all that other stuff, 99% chance you're doing a lot of shit wrong. So you're gonna have to do over what we say anyway. You understand? Because we're going to have to fix your bio. We're going to have to, basically, get you better pictures, teach you how to get the pictures done. And we're going to teach you the messages and how to make shit happen on the date. Exactly. April said it's better if you have nothing beforehand. That's a fact, because the thing is that if you guys get into online dating consultations, you're going to have to switch up and change your shit anyway. You understand what I'm saying? That's going to have to happen, because 90% of the time when guys come to us for the consultations, even if they have a profile already set, every once in a blue moon, they have pictures that are decent that we tell them to keep on there. But usually they got to fix them anyway. So we tell them to keep it on there until they get the new pictures. And we teach you what new pictures to take and how to take them, what pictures to use. And then we work on the bio in the consultation. We send you the bio in the email. All you got to do is copy and paste the bio into your profile. And then we give you the knowledge of how to send the messages, what types of messages. And then we curate the examples of the messages that you can send, so you can literally copy and paste the messages in the message when you get the match. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you guys, get on this online dating consultation. We're basically holding your hand to get it going. You feel what I'm saying? So we get you the right pictures. We write your bio for you. You understand what I'm saying? And then we write the messages for you. And all you got to do is fucking copy and paste. It's that simple. You understand? And see, we're teaching you why we're giving you these messages, why your bio needs to be like this. We're teaching you as we go along, but what we're doing is we're fixing it as we're teaching you. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happens when you get a consultation. And then all you got to do is, once you got your picture, your new pictures, your new bio, and then you know how to send the messages, then it's super easy for you to, get shit cracking on these dating apps. You understand what I'm saying? Start matching with these chicks, start setting up dates, setting up hookups, and getting shit cracking. So if you're not on this thing, you are slipping. You understand? So make sure you guys go to Shop Locario and get your online dating consultations, right now. You understand what I'm saying? You need to get that going heavy. It says, any advice for virgins? I'm new here. Well, this is your lucky day, man. Congratulations for coming through to learn this game. Right? So what I would suggest you do is I would suggest you to make sure you check out shoplocario.com, check out badboymembership.com, set up a coaching session, but also start watching more of these videos so you can get accustomed to understanding how to make shit happen out here in the streets. You feel what I mean? Hopefully you make sure you're 18 and over, because it's the 18 and over channel. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're younger than that, then come back when you're 18. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, definitely check out all the stuff so that you can get shit cracking out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? But guys, call in. Call in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. So Lil Young just sent a free call. So we got one free call right now. We got one free call, people. So make sure you guys call up and get this shit cracking. So call up now, get this shit going. You feel what I'm saying? So you guys can get it cracking. And if you have any questions, put the Q in the chat and we will get the questions going. You feel what I'm saying? But you guys got to understand that when you are out here dealing with women, it's very, very important to understand that the more a woman is not attracted to you, the more excuses she's going to give you. It's that simple. All right, let's go 252. What's poppin'? Who this?
This is what's going on, Locario.
What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Who this?
I'm lying on. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Are you taking a free call or you donating?
Yeah, free call right now, bro. Free call.
All right. So what's going on?
All right, bro. So I'm just gonna give like a little rundown of what's going on. So I met a shorty maybe like a month ago, right? And we've been doing our thing. You know, she's been coming over and just been kicking it. So she was telling me about her ex, and I'm like, okay, you guys, y'all had y'all, ups and downs, whatever, I ain't really care about that, and it was all good in the beginning. So I'm like, yo, if you're done with him, you're done with him, and you good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really looking for a relationship anyway. You know what I mean? I'm just having fun with you, kicking it, But at the same time, if you are dealing with anybody else, just keep it real with me, because I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So what's the problem?
Okay, go ahead, keep going. And mind you, this is a story. You gotta free calls in for a story. But go ahead, I'll let you rock, because I want to hear this whole thing so I can show you what's going on. But go ahead.
Okay. So, man, so she came back with little bruises on her thighs and things like that, and I'm like, wow, that's different. Like, what's going on with that? You know what I mean? Because I don't want to get out here catching anything. I'm just telling them, like, yo, keep it real. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real with you, keep it real with me, I don't really care. You know what I mean? Who you talk to, do your thing. So she goes to the doctor and, found out that, she had a little something going on with her, personally, health-wise. You feel me? It was nothing too crazy, nothing too serious. I didn't catch anything. She didn't catch anything. It wasn't an STD. It was something else. So, and, she swear up and down that, yo, I haven't been talking to anybody. I'm like, yeah, that's cap, whatever. I ain't been, having sex with anybody else but you. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't believe that either. And she said, yo, I got to take this medicine for 10 days. And if, you want to, you can wait to have sex with me in the 10-day period. I'm like, yo, what type of dude you think I am? I'm not about to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you my attention for free. I don't give nonsense.
Wait. So hold on. So, okay. So this woman, when'd you meet her?
I met her a month ago.
Okay. And so
yeah,
you had sex with her, yes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So then what's all this extra stuff? So what's your question? Like, what are you trying to figure out?
Well, what I'm trying to figure out is basically, because you said guys, women lie to guys that they do not like, correct? But if I'm getting everything that I'm getting, you know what I'm saying, does it still mean that she could lie, even if she did like me? Because I don't think it's like a black and white type of thing.
No. What I'm saying is, women.
I think women lie anyway.
No, that's what I'm saying. Women will lie to guys regardless. I'm saying that women lie the most to men that they're not attracted to. But just because a woman has sex with you doesn't mean that she's really feeling you like that. But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, this is the part that I'm seeing. My question is, why are you talking to her about anything? You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, if you've only known this girl for a month, it should just be, yo, come through, y'all fuck, and then she leaves. So how do you know all this information about other things and talking to her about other men she's dealing with? Like, where's all that coming from?
You're right.
I'm asking, like, why you even asking her these questions? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's all I'm asking. I'm like, what's the point?
I just like, regular conversation. Like, for example, like, if we're eating a snack or lunch, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, what's going on with you? You know what I mean? And she'll tell me something. You know what I mean? I remember not too long ago, I think you and Miles was on there, and you was telling everybody that, like, yo, when I was with these females, they used to just tell me shit. You know what I mean? And, I was taking in information, Same thing over here. She would just tell me things.
Right,
because I guess she felt
right, but it's the thing, though. You're inquiring. You're like asking, tell me about these other guys you messing with. Like, you're asking her questions like you're interested in what's going on in her life. That's all. That's what I'm asking. Like, why is this a thing? You see what I'm saying?
I got you, bro. Yeah, I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're going too deep into it. But this is what I'm saying. Oh, listen, if you've known her for a month, just meet up with her and smash. That's all you need to do. Are you using a condom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you ain't probably, listen, you ain't got then you really have no issue. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that, see, you're looking at it and saying, oh, well, is she lying to me or is she holding back or whatever?
Right. Exactly.
Because of you asking her. What I'm saying is, when I say that women lie to you when they're not attracted to you, what I'm saying is that women are lying up front to try to disarm you from making things happen that they don't want to happen. I'm not talking about you asking a woman questions and inquiring. They'll still lie too in that situation. But what I'm saying is your issue is that you're talking and asking women questions for no reason. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Right.
I definitely got you because like I said, like, we'll just sit there and just chill for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. You know what I'm saying?
45 minutes to an hour? What?
I mean, I'll be doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes 45 minutes. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour.
Hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
So you said it takes 45 minutes to an hour before y'all have sex?
No. Like, okay, it's like, I'll give you an example. The last time she came over here was last week. She got here, and maybe 10 to 15 minutes. We're just talking.
Talking about what? Talking about what?
Her kid, maybe, or her job, maybe.
Why?
It just everyday shit, Locario. Like, it wasn't really that serious to me. I'm like, okay. And then, boom, we did our thing. You know what I'm saying? We did our thing after that.
So you talking about her driving her kid for 45 minutes?
No. It'd be like, yo, I mean, I can't believe such and such did this at school today. I'm like, oh, word, da-da-da. And then she'll just go on. And then, either I cut it short or she'll cut it short, and then we'll just go at it. So it wasn't really like she just came over just to talk. She know what it is.
But listen, you know what I mean? But you said 45 minutes, though. Where'd that come from?
Like I said, sometimes, like, it'll take 45 minutes for like the whole thing, from the talking to the sex to her getting the fuck out of here.
Okay,
like
that might take, you know what I'm saying? The whole entire thing. Okay.
Yeah, the whole entire thing.
This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, see, and a lot of you guys do this, you got to get out of the habit of, okay, think about it this way, right? See,
okay,
you guys are always going to have issues because y'all are doing way too much with women that you just met or that you're just fucking. So when a woman comes through, right, y'all should be fucking in the first like 5 minutes. You understand what I'm saying?
Like, you know what I mean? And then after the fucking, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to like just kick her out in 2 seconds. But what I'm saying is that you want her to go, because this is the thing. You don't want a woman to believe that you give a fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because as soon as a woman thinks you believe, as soon as a woman believes that you give a fuck, then that's when she's going to expect more and want more, because you're giving her more. You understand what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
So think about it like if let's say if you call the plumber to fix your toilet. Like, they come through, you open the door, you say, hey, how's it going? They come in, they fix the toilet. They say, hey, you got to, I just fixed this. This is good. They show you, they say, good, have a good day. It should be the same type of thing. Just like, or if you order DoorDash, the DoorDash person comes with the food. They hand you the food. Thanks a lot. They tell you, hey, give me 5 stars. You say, all right, cool. Boom. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? It should be the same type of thing. The problem is that when you start sitting there, let's have a conversation. How's the kids going and what you was up to today and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Then they're gonna expect that more. That's what I'm saying. And that's what's gonna cause problems. Because then if you're fucking this girl and you want to keep fucking her, guess what's gonna happen? She's gonna come over and then she's gonna say to you, oh, why do we always just have to fuck? Can't we like hang out a little more and go out? And you see what I'm saying? That's gonna start to happen. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's happening already.
You see how did I already know? How did I know?
Wow, I got you now, bro. I got you. I think it's happening already, my boy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
What I'm saying. So that's why y'all gotta be careful about this shit, because y'all think, because you was like, oh, it's not a big deal. But like you said, it's already happening, and it's happening because you're doing all this other extra shit. You see what I'm saying?
Because I told her, I'm like, I'm not going to talk to you every day. I might talk to you every 2-3 days. And she was like, okay, but I'm going to still text you. And I wish you could see my phone. Like, she's texting me every day, like every other hour. You feel me? And I'm not responding to her. You know what I'm saying? And I respond to her when I get off work, or the next day, or 2 days later or something like that. And she still is consistent. So, it kind of had me confused when you say, women lie most when they're not, like you like that. And I'm like, well, this girl, she act like she liked me. You feel me? And I still believe that she's kind of lying about other things. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, she probably is. But what I'm saying is you're giving her a lot of non-sexual attention, boyfriend energy.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. But so call her. I'm telling you, go to shoplocario.com, get the vetting process program. You need that ASAP. This is why this is happening. All right. But I appreciate the call.
I got you, man. Thank you, man. Yes, I appreciate you.
All right, man. Peace. Man, I tell y'all think we playing around here, man. I try to tell y'all, chicks will be on that shit. They will be on that shit. So you gotta be careful, because you do all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? 502 was popping. Is this Phoenix?
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
I donated.
Appreciate it. So what's going on?
Yeah, just real quick, a question kind of to connect it for me on when the women are manipulating. So when they're, obviously, they know what they're doing. They know they're manipulating the guy. And so why not manipulate the guys they don't like to be the men that they want?
You saying why doesn't a woman manipulate a man that she's not really into to manipulate him into a man she wants?
Yeah.
Because you can't. It's impossible. Because the thing is, she can't turn a man she's not into a guy she's into. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's impossible. It can't happen. You see what I'm saying? So when a woman deals with you, this is why I tell you guys that, you can't make a woman like you. You have to find the women who do like you, or who are attracted to you. Because once a woman already knows that she's not attracted. Right. So once she realizes she's not attracted, then all she can do at that point is either reject you, which is the best course of action. If you try to holler at her, it's better she rejects you, or she's going to use you. Either she's going to reject you or use you. That's the only two things that's going to happen. Right. And so it's just like this. For example, let's say you meet a girl and you see her, y'all talking, and you realize yeah, I could never wife this chick up. But she got a little fatty, so I'd hit, but she would never be my wife. I would never introduce her to my family. I would never take her out to any events. I would never go on vacation with this woman. But she cool for a night or two, right? And so the thing is that woman within, when you're feeling her out or whatever it is like that, that this ain't it, right? And so what happens is that there's really nothing that you can do to turn her into a chick that you're actually feeling. Like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example, like myself, right? Let's say I meet a girl and, just off the physical, I might be like, oh, she kind of thick, so I'd smash, right? Mm-hmm. But let's say, her attitude or the way that she sees the world is kind of weird. I don't like that. Or the certain things that she talks about or she's into, I'm not really feeling that. Or maybe physically you ever see those girls with like the little I don't know, what are those things like in their hair? It looks like sticky swirls in their fucking hairs and shit. Like they have that.
All the finger waves.
Yeah, the finger waves and shit. And I don't like that shit. You understand? So there's all these things where I'm like, I'm just like, ugh. Brother, right? So there's certain things about her that just, turn me off, but I would fuck her though. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'd allow her to give me head. I'd smash maybe once or twice, but that's it. Because there's things about her that I'm not feeling like that. So it's the same thing for women. A woman, she sees a guy and she's like, you know what? This guy, I'm not really feeling him like that. He's kind of annoying. He's not really that confident. He doesn't look the way I like a dude to look, whatever. But she knows that the guy likes her. So she's like, you know what? But he does got money though. You understand? And you know what? I do like talking about my problems and shit. And he seems like a good talker. So I'll still talk to him. I'll allow him to take me out. You see what I'm saying? Like she'll do those things, but she's not really feeling them. So there's nothing she can do to make him attractive. Like it's just, this is what it is. And that's what she's dealing with. And she realizes this is all that he's useful for. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now, I see what you're saying, but see, on say, the other day when we were talking, and you're saying that how, for a woman to find a kind of dude attractive, she would have to be a completely different motherfucker. Right. Whatever. So why not, if she's manipulating him, can't she make him into that completely different motherfucker? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Not at all. It's like he has to be the one to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Oh. But also he can't do so. So if a woman is not attracted to a guy, right? There's nothing he can do in that moment to change it because that's who he is. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the thing. You have situations where women might mistake at first, like let's say they talking to a dude or they're interacting with a dude. And at first she's like, I'm not really feeling this guy. And then let's say he starts talking to her a little more or whatever. And then she's like, you know what? I kind of was wrong about this guy. Now I see something here. You understand what I'm saying? But that was a miscalculation on her part when she just made the snap judgment that quickly, right? But that's a more rare situation to happen because what will happen is that let's say that guy has game and then she just took a snap judgment, was like, I'm not really feeling him. But then she realized, okay, this guy is him. You understand what I'm saying? That's different. But usually what happens is there's clear signs that she's seeing that make her say, nah, I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that those clear signs is who that guy is. And so because he's that guy, he can't change that in 10 minutes or an hour, right? Because that's just who he is. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, let's say if a woman is at a bar, right? And I'll just give you some examples of what would make the woman say, okay, he's not him, right? So he goes to the bar. He see, she's chilling there with her girlfriend or whatever. So he goes up to the girl and he says, "Hey, miss, how are you? Can I buy you a drink?" All right, that's already strike one. So she's already put him in the trick bag. You understand? The trick gentleman bag. So that's he's already just off of that. You understand what I'm saying? So now, let's say they start talking and shit, and he starts bragging about how much money he got, and I got me, the nice so-and-so car outside and shit, and so now he's bragging, trying to impress himself to her. So now she's like, okay, he's one of these guys. That's strike two. You understand what I'm saying? So now she's already like, okay, he's not the guy. Now, what happens is that because she's already not really feeling him, right? And she's like, I could just play around with this guy, right? And then she says, he's trying to like holler at her, whatever. She's like, I don't think I'm like really, ready for any type of relationship right now. I'm just chilling. Now, again, that's a lie. She's lying to the guy she's not attracted to, because she is ready for a relationship. She's just not feeling him. So now he says to her, hey, look, don't say that. Like, me and we could get together. I could show you the world, girl. I could take you here. I could take you there. So now she sees that he's basically begging to try to get with her. That's strike three, right? So now she says, nah, but we could be friends though. And he's like, oh, all right, cool. So yeah, how about, we could just be chilling friends. I'm cool with that for right now. That's strike four. You know what I'm saying? So all the things he's doing is showing her that he's not him. You understand? So now what happens is that she's already judged him based on his actions. And she's like, this guy is not the guy. So she can't do nothing to make him the guy. He's just not the guy. You see what I'm saying? Through his words and actions, it's already showing her within that small amount of time that he's not that dude. You see what I'm saying? Now, what could happen is that, let's say a year from now, she runs into him again at some other event, and then he's a totally different person, or he basically gets more into being confident, loving himself more, all these other things. Then what happens is when she sees him, then she might be more attracted to him then, because he's presenting differently. You see what I'm saying? That's how that works.
I got you. So yeah, basically, women ain't trying to make a man. They want him already made.
Exactly. And it's not their job to, like make you attractive for them, because one, it's not their job, but two, what would be the incentive when she can just find a guy that's attractive? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would she waste her time with that guy trying to make him into some shit when she could just find a guy who is the guy? You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And that right there is the reason why most dudes have a hard time attracting women, is because a woman meets you, she's like, okay, he's not the guy, so I'll either reject him outright or I'll use him, and then I'm going to spend more time or more attention finding the guy. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when guys are having a hard time in the game, just in general, it's because most of the women you encounter see you as the guy who's not the guy. You're not him. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you're getting that type of energy, because you're put in the rejection bag or the I'm just going to use him bag. You see what I'm saying? And then when she uses the I'm going to use him bag, that's when you get all the lies. That's when you get all the, oh, I got to get to know you more. Oh, we should talk more. Oh, I'm not that type of girl, blah, 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 blah. Because she wants to keep you on the hook, because she's like, it's better to have some dude there that I can use versus not have anybody to use, or just like not have anybody give me attention. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Okay. Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, I appreciate that, Locario, as always. I'm going to jump on back in.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. All right. So, guys, call in. We're going to do another like 10 minutes, and we're going to wrap this shit up. So, guys, calling number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. So, you said, what I mean by age is the game is what I mean by age in the game, if the person is too young or old for you. Okay. So the thing is this, as long as the person is, of age, then you could date, do whatever. The problem is this though. I'll say this, because I know a lot of older dudes love to fuck with younger chicks, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this is the only issue though. The issue with being an older dude fucking with younger women, and sometimes even women, older women fucking with younger dudes. Like, let's say, you're in your mid 40s and the girl is like in her early 20s, right? So one of the only problems is that, and again, this happens on an individual basis, so there's always exceptions. But generally speaking, what happens is that when you're dealing with a younger woman, so let's say she's like 21, 22, 23, and you're, 44, 45, 46, whatever, right? Usually what happens is that the younger girl, right, has less life experience than you. So what happens is that while you're interacting with her, dating her, hooking up, whatever you're doing, right? Because she has less life experience than you, she may interpret things in a certain way that it really isn't. So meaning that, let's say, for example, you like you end up hooking up with this girl, and she thinks that because y'all hooked up, that she's like in love now, and this is something special and real and sweet and all this other shit. And you was just trying to get your nut. You understand? But from her interpretation, she's all in love and she's all caught up because she doesn't have that much real world experience, dealing with dating, but also dealing with an older guy. So she's going to assume, okay, this guy's older. He's different. There's certain things I'm experiencing from him that I haven't experienced with guys my age or whatever. Right. So now, because you're different a lot of times than the other guys, and again, I'm talking about like a woman who's actually sexually attracted to you and she's younger than you. What will happen is she can misinterpret what the situation really is. So just her lack of experience within that situation can cause a big rift in the situation, right? So, and what happens is a lot of guys who are older, and a lot of red pill dudes is like this, where they're older and they just are like so concerned or so caught up in younger woman, right? These guys usually don't have game. So what will happen is that you have a naive young chick dealing with an old nigga who don't got game. You understand? And a lot of times that's a recipe for disaster. You understand what I'm saying? So again, there's nothing necessarily wrong with an older guy dating a younger chick, but at the same time, you still have to take into account, if you're an older dude, who you're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times the older dudes will be like, oh yeah, I want a younger girl because I want to, like have kids and have children and have a family. And usually the issue with that is, again, like I'm saying, is that when you're dealing with a woman that young, right? Remember, a relationship is not just fucking. You understand? A relationship is more non-sexual things than sexual things. You understand what I'm saying? And then so you're going to have to deal with this, younger chick non-sexually. And you're going to have to know how to navigate that situation. And remember, when it's that bigger age gap, there's certain things that that she's not privy to. And if you're a guy who's older who don't have game, you don't know how to teach that woman anything. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just all over the place. You understand what I'm saying? It's all over the place. But let me see what some of these questions say. It says, when Miles says, when Miles said women are always manipulating, does that mean they can't ever be genuine? No, it's not that women can't be genuine. What it is that even if they're being genuine, right? What happens is that there's still going to be some form of manipulation in there, because if they are actually highly attracted to you, there's still going to be some form of manipulation to try to keep you. But if the manipulation is in favor of you, meaning she's following your lead, she's doing all the things, then it doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? So manipulation isn't always negative. You understand? Whether it's a man or a woman doing it. A manipulation is not always negative, right? Because when you talk about the actual, definition of manipulating, right? It's not always just about doing something nefarious. It's about sometimes you could have good manipulation in order to influence to make a certain thing happen. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't always look at manipulation as a bad thing. So it all depends on the context. All right. So this says Christians believe God wants people to not have sex until marriage. They believe it is in the Bible, but the Bible can have misleading information like this. Example, can you debunk this propaganda? Well, listen, remember, the Bible is a book. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a book. So a lot of people they quote the Bible like, like it's something special. Well, the Bible says this and scripture says this. So who the fuck cares what the scripture said? Somebody wrote that shit. Some guy wrote the scripture you're talking about. Who gives a fuck? You understand what I'm saying? But again, when you're talking about Christians, they take that shit seriously. So, it is what it is. Let them have whatever they have to take seriously. It says, what's a good way to screen for age? Would asking about where she works or school be a good question? Just ask her how old she is. You understand what I'm saying? Be like, yo, how old are you? Right? But also, you want to also make sure. See, this is the thing. One of the things is this. If you're a grown man and you have to question how young the chick is, then she might be too young for you. You understand what I'm saying? Just a rule of thumb. If you got to be like, man, is this chick, how old is this chick? Is she above age? She might be too young for you, fam. Just keep that shit moving. You understand what I'm saying? Just keep that shit moving. Right? But, you can just ask their age, or the thing is you invite them to things that only adults could do. You understand? But yeah, you just have a conversation. Exactly. He's like, if she looks young, I keep pushing. Exactly. You don't want to make no mistakes out here. It says, when you see a very attractive woman dancing on a table in a bar with friends, do you approach or wait? Sometimes they are on the table for too long. Fam, why do you ask questions about shit that hardly happens, man? You've been watching Coyote Ugly or something too much? Like, what are we talking about? 99% of the time when you go out to a bar, club, or whatever, a woman's not going to be dancing on the table. So why are you even worried about this? That's hilarious. It says the film that I mentioned you should check out. The Secretary has James Spader and Maggie Gyllenhaal in it. The Secretary. Okay, well we might have to look at that at some point. It says, would you say false accusations are more common in, let's say, nightclub environments? If, for example, the guy grabs her body when making out with consent, and then the next day she feels bad. Well, this is the thing. Usually the false accusations come from women, or I should say this, it comes from women who are in situations dealing with guys who they're not into, but it's also the guys not paying attention to the fact that the woman's not into them. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly, Charlie. He said they worried about the false accusations too much. Again, see, guys, if you are only dealing with women who cooperate 100%, you're not going to have to worry about shit like that. You understand? The chances of you having a false rape accusation is slim to none. If one, you are dealing with women who are 100% cooperative, you understand, the entire time consistently. You understand what I'm saying? And you are dealing with chicks who basically don't, okay, and I don't want to sound mean to say this, but you're not dealing with, low life, fucked up, mentally ill women, then you should be fine. But you got to understand the signs of those types of women. I might have to do a whole show about that, like being able to peep chicks who you might want to stay away from. You feel what I'm saying? So do you think being indirect in certain situations like gyms, boat cruises, where the woman will politely reject you but later tell staff about harassment, which can get you kicked? What are y'all? Why do y'all keep talking about this stuff? Why do y'all keep talking about these things? About harassment, getting kicked out, they're gonna call the police. Guys, y'all need to go outside and start talking to women. It's getting bad out here because y'all are coming up with things that are not gonna happen if you actually have social skills and know how to communicate with women. You understand? Like y'all gotta go out there to bars, clubs, events, parties, street fair, whatever, and start talking not only to women, but just talk to people. Be social. You understand what I'm saying? Be social. Because the thing is this, you're saying, well, being indirect at the gym and on the boat cruises or whatever it is like that. What happens is that a lot of you guys don't know how to, exactly, a bunch of hypothetical questions today. A lot of you guys don't know how to converse with women. Because whether you're being indirect or direct, why would somebody contact staff about harassment if you're not harassing? Because if you know how to have a conversation, then you would not be harassing anyone. You'd just be having a conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy. So Omar said, I don't know why my question is ignored when an attractive woman dancing on the table happened where I live consistently. So Omar, call up then. Call up. Let's talk about where you live. Call up. This says, but Locario meant that she showed very high interest when making out, and because she have mood swings and feels bad the next day, even if she's sober. Well, this is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that if you meet a woman, right, and she has high interest in you and you guys are making out, right? And then let's say she goes home, right? Oh, nice to meet you. Let's exchange numbers or whatever. What's the false grape accusation when y'all was just making out? You understand what I'm saying? And if you notice that she had mood swings while y'all were making out, why are you continuing to make out? Why are you exchanging information? Why are you continuing to deal with her? You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, see, guys, you gotta understand something. There's always signs. Always. So it's not this thing where, man, Locario, everything was just super perfect. We were, kicking it for like an hour. Everything was on point. You know what I'm saying? She was listening to everything I was saying. She was, following me here. We was doing this. We was doing that. Everything was all good. We was getting, hot and heavy, touching, kissing, and all this other stuff. And then, she went home. And then she called me the next day saying, I did this, that. No, there's always signs. You understand what I'm saying? If some shit's going down. All right, last call and we about to wrap this up. 447, what's popping? Who this?
Yes, Mr. Locario, what's happening?
What's going on? Who's this?
This is Josh. I donated to the PayPal $10.
All right, what's going on?
All right, I've been taking action, approaching 25, speaking to 25 women a day, sometimes more. And the schedule's packed up, but I've got in a situation right now where I've got a lot of leads are flaking, which has been pretty frustrating. So I was thinking, what's a good strategy? Because usually I'm not available till like 9 p.m, so I can't really book at 9 or then 11. So I wondered if it would be possible to, if book multiple, and if they both show up, if you can do something socially in a group, so I don't have nights where all flake, for example. 2 flake today, and I'm trying to rescue. 2 more might be in the works for tonight, but I wanted to find a more effective approach. What would you recommend?
So what? So you said that you're out here talking to a bunch of women, right? And so you said that they're flaking. You said a bunch of girls are flaking on you. Oh, did his phone cut off? Oh, this nigga phone cut off. He got to call back. He got to call back. So call back real quick, man. We trying to I got to end the show in a second. He said, because there are a lot of women out there who have no concern if it negatively impacts you and are often not held accountable for false claims. Exactly. So if you're talking to that type of woman, aren't you going to see signs that she's this type of woman? See, guys, like, this is not rocket science. This is not rocket science. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh, well, she's one of these types of girls. Okay, so you're trying to tell me the whole hour you were talking to this woman at the club, you didn't recognize that she was like this? You didn't recognize that. So you didn't recognize when she gave you the shit test that she was like this. You didn't recognize that when you were talking to her, she tried to get you to buy her a drink before you even talked. You didn't recognize this? You didn't recognize when you were trying to flirt and build sexual tension, she was being standoffish and wishy-washy? You didn't recognize this? You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all act like the chick was the perfect angel. Everything was so awesome. And then all of a sudden the next day, she's like, oh, this guy did this to me. Like, where? You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man, you guys are crazy. All right, so that call, he's gonna have to call back tomorrow, because he told my girl's flaking. He flaked on the call. That's fucked up. All right, so listen, I'm about to wrap this up, guys. Make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com, badboymembership.com. Make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com, cunninghamelements.com. Go to all the .coms. And that is pretty much it. And I will holler at you guys later. And remember, people, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the